Osbert Lam comes here every day to tend herbs, fruit and vegetables. But he is not your ordinary farmer, and this is not your ordinary farm. His rooftop plot sits in the heart of Hong Kong, one of the world's most densely populated cities, and he is an evangelist for an urban agriculture movement that's gathering more and more interest in major cities around the world. The growth is driven by concerns over food safety and a desire by city dwellers to reconnect with nature and physical work.
In a congested city like Hong Kong, people will try to find a way out. Actually, doing gardening, is a luxury because not every people, in the city can have a balcony or rooftop to grow their vegetables.
Just like any other farm, each rooftop has its own microclimate. Here, conditions are perfect. The surrounding tower blocks are just high enough to block the wind, but not so tall that they screen out the vital sunlight. Lam rents out planting boxes for $20 a month and gives his city slicker customers introductory courses in growing as well as free seeds. 5 years after he set up his city farm business, demand is strong. All the plots at this site have sold out, and he is looking to add to his existing 3 farms. The seed of urban farming has been firmly planted in Hong Kong. The question is, how big can it grow? Much will depend on whether investors take to city farming as keenly as the hobbyists. Like Singapore and Japan, the Hong Kong government is keen to promote high-tech forms of urban farming, like hydroponics. Using this method, vegetables are grown in nutrient-rich water instead of soil. In strictly controlled climate and light conditions, vertical hydroponic farms like this one in Hong Kong can deliver high yields of good quality produce in close proximity to consumers. That is attractive in a place where 98% of food is imported, much of it by air at great cost.
In this facility, we grow a stable 6 to 9 variety of leafy green vegetables, but this technology itself has tested or is able to grow more than 60 types of vegetables, herbs, and even some fruits such as cherry tomatoes.
Scatil has ambitious expansion plans, but it is fortunate enough to be backed by wealthy Hong Kong landowners. For many other investors, the high cost of land and labour remain major deterrents. Architect Thomas Chung believes that if urban farming is to become more widespread, it will need more coordination between policymakers, investors, and, crucially, consumers.
I think there's definitely potential for a bigger, part of the city to be involved, more people to be involved, but I think it really needs both bottom up, from the people's side, that they really engage in the growing cultivation activity, and they see the benefits themselves. And also, on the other hand, let's say from the other side, investors and government, they need to be convinced that it's worth investing, or maybe even worth changing regulations or introducing policies to facilitate that, and give incentives to people like developers to really push this as well. So it needs both sides.
In big cities all around the world, urban farming is starting to take off. But it's got a long way to go if it's to become anything more than a hobby for enthusiasts and a niche business opportunity. Ben Bland, Financial Times, Hong Kong.